hold on now. I know what you're saying. I don't want to watch a video about a Star Wars toothbrush. Just stay with me on this one here. We're going to look at 3 electronic Star Wars toothbrushes. And they're rare. Extremely rare. Let's talk about them. Welcome back to the Junkman, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with another video. That's right, another video. It's time to do a video. We're going to talk about, and you guessed it, toothbrush. But not just any toothbrush. I mean, they did a lot of different Star Wars ones, especially for Return of the Jedi, normal, boring toothbrush. But we're going to talk about the electronic toothbrush that was in the shape of a lightsaber, at least the handle part of the lightsaber. Now, when it comes to Kenner making toothbrushes, this isn't anything new. They were making toothbrushes long before Star Wars. There was the Snoopy toothbrush, as you can see right here. There was even a Mickey Mouse toothbrush. And a Flintstones car toothbrush. That's pretty awesome. I just wish the toothbrush part was that big bone or something like they put on the back of the car. But to me, out of all the toothbrushes that Kenner made, this is the coolest. Probably even cooler than the Star Wars one. I know, I hate to say it, but it's true. That's the Evel Knievel toothbrush. Look at this thing. It's a stunt rocket with a toothbrush on the end of it. Man, this thing is awesome. I would have brushed my teeth 25 times a day if I had this as a kid. Now, when it comes to the Star Wars toothbrush, I think you know that it was first released under the $6 Million Man logo. Yep, it was a $6 Million Man toothbrush, or Bionic Woman. They released a girl version. I know, I don't supposed to say that at today's age, but there was one aimed for girls under the Bionic Woman logo, and one aimed for boys under the $6 Million Man logo. And back in the 70s, that's all we had was boys and girls. We didn't have any others. We were just boys and girls back in the 70s. I don't know about today. But as you can see here, here's the $6 Million Man toothbrush. As you can see in this next photo, the Star Wars toothbrush is just an updated version. They didn't even change the model of the kid. Man, I sure like to interview that kid. That kid is great at his job. Look at this. He changes shirts from yellow to white. But he doesn't change his smile or his pose. This kid was born to be a supermodel. But now let's get to the Star Wars toothbrush. Ooh, I don't know about you, but I hated brushing my teeth as a kid. But if I had this, I would have brushed them for sure. The Star Wars toothbrush came on a card much like the Kenner action figures. On the back of that card was a comic strip of R2-D2, 3PO, and Chewbacca talking about brushing your teeth. The lightsaber toothbrush would come with 2 attachments that would attach to the handle in yellow or blue, unless you got it in Japan, and then one of them would have been red. I guess they wanted to keep blue and yellow for the good lightsabers, you know, like they did for the figures. Kenner was really pushing this whole yellow lightsaber thing. So, using your imagination, you could act like your toothbrush was your lightsaber. That doesn't sound too safe. And looking at the comic strip on the back, the artist seemed a little lazy, as they used the same drawing for Chewbacca over and over again. It looked like they just cut him out and put him in each panel. The price of this thing was $5.33. Now, you've seen that, and it's kind of rare to find on card, but did you know they made an Empire Strikes Back one? And this thing's rare. I'm talking about, especially to find it in the package, it's rare. Forget the large size IG-88. Forget Blue Snaggletooth. Forget Yak Face. Forget TIE Bomber die-cast. This thing is rare. Check it out. It was almost the same toothbrush, with some minor changes. For one, it has the Empire Strikes Back logo, if you couldn't tell. The paper inside the handle was updated to match Empire Strikes Back, and the attachment this time was white or dark blue, and the handle was now orange rather than yellow. And this thing sold for $5.89. That's right, the price went up in 1980, and you could also get this at JCPenney's. But sadly, if you got it at JCPenney's, at least through their catalog, you didn't get the cool box. They did send you the comic strip, but it was in black and white. What a ripoff. Now, Kenner must have had a ton of these toothbrushes, and I guess they didn't sell well. And then when Star Wars was over, they said, what are we going to do with all these toothbrushes? So they slapped what they had on the Empire logo, shipped them to the store, shipped the other ones to JCPenney, and let JCPenney's deal with them, because apparently JCPenney's didn't sell out of them with the Empire Strikes Back, because they were back again in 1983. Yeah, did you know they did a Return of the Jedi one? They did. Like I said, JCPenney's must have had some old stock left over, but they did change it. But sadly, it was only sold at JCPenney's through the catalog, and that meant no box, no package for this thing. The 1983 Return of the Jedi electronic lightsaber toothbrush appeared in the catalog, but the catalog people, They didn't care enough to even update the photo, as it shows the Empire Strikes Back toothbrush. They would ship the comic again, but this time in color, and now with a Jedi logo. The inside photo and the handle was also changed to match Return of the Jedi. But the price now, $6.29. Inflation. What a bitch. In 6 years, this thing went up about $1 in price. Now you're saying, Junkman, what about this comic strip? What does it say? Why didn't you read it to us? We can't read. We're trying to watch a video. Read it to us. Well, I'm not good at reading, so I figured I would take Chewbacca, C-3PO, and R2-D2 to let them act out the comic strip. That way we'll know what it says. Let's get to that. Oh, I can't do voices very well, so I got Larry, Gangster Chewbacca, and Dusty to help me do the voices. Now let's take a look.
R2, what are you doing?
Beep beep bop 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 bop.
Brushing your teeth? R2, honestly, droids don't brush their teeth. Humans brush their teeth after they eat. R2, sometimes I wonder about you.
Click 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 click.
Very good, R2. I'll try it myself. It looks fun.
Bleep 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 bleep.
Oh, hey, Chewie. R2, do we have any more toothbrushes?
Bleep bleep blop 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 blop.
If they ever give out Oscars to YouTubers, there's 3 of them that's going to get it right there. Well, as you see, this video wasn't as boring as you thought it was going to be. Aren't you glad you clicked on it and watched it? I know you're like,
Toothbrushes, who cares?
but did you know all 3 movies had electronic toothbrush? Most people only know about the first one. Might know about the second. Most people don't know about the second or the third. But like I said, that's why you come to this channel, to learn stuff you didn't know. Or maybe you did know. Maybe you had all 3 of them and you had the shiniest teeth in town. Well, I want to thank you for watching. As always, let me know in the comments below. Did you have these toothbrushes? Did you brush your teeth with it? Did it help? Did it make you have whiter teeth? Well, let me know that and more in the comments below. And as always, thumbs up to like my content. Subscribe to the channel. We'll talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.